In a perfect world with an unlimited budget and everything at your disposal, what would you like to see in Guardians 2?
I think I would want... I'm curious about Thanos. I'm so curious about Thanos, and I would want to know where Peter is from. And I want to sort of see a little more of the development of Nebula and Gamora. There's just something really like heartbreaking for me that these sisters can't get along.
Ooh, that is a good question. I don't know. Oh my God, I don't know. God, Total Films, I'm sorry. That is such a doggone good question. And I'm usually the one that's thinking multiple pictures ahead. You all know that. And yet I am stumped. I do not know yet. I guess I haven't thought about it. I guess I'm just kind of digesting the fact that I'm playing a tree and how bizarre and unlikely that is.
Oh, well, that would be telling you. There's lots of things I want in a sequel, you know? And luckily we've gotten to the place where we're able to kind of make the movies we want to make. So I think that if we are able to make a sequel and people come and see the movie, then we're going to be able to make exactly the movie that I want to make. And I think it's a great opportunity because the hardest thing about making this movie was setting up these characters and being like, you know, this guy's from here and this guy's from here and this planet is this and this planet is this. And having the freedom to not have to do that in a sequel, it's pretty exciting. We just get straight to the story and the action and the emotion and go for it.
That is such a good question. First of all, I don't really believe in jinxes, so we could talk about a sequel. Marvel is obviously, up until this point, as far as I know, they haven't said that they're going to be a sequel. If there were, I would like to explore some of the questions that are left unanswered in the first movie. It's really would be difficult to pinpoint exactly where I'd want to go because we're really exploring corners of the Marvel galaxy that have, you know, only the truest Marvel fans even knew about, and so. I mean, you could go into deeper origin stories of Rocket or Drax or Gamora. I think you could explore the thing you find out at the very end of our movie. There's a little something you find out about Peter Quill. I think that's worth some more exploration. I wouldn't mind seeing more Ravagers. I think there's some really terrific characters through the course of this movie that I'd like to explore more. About the Nova Corps. I'd like to see different areas of Xandar. You know, God, it's hard to limit. I think it's going to be really hard to just. I think it's going to be hard to pick which story you tell next. But God, there's so many you could go with.
With an unlimited budget. You know, I really just think that's all up to James Gunn's crazy imagination. You know, I think. You know, I'd really, you know, I think this one's going to be hard to top. I think if anyone can do it, James can, just because he's so creative and so imaginative. But I really think I'd like to see it, you know, them tell even more detailed stories of the characters' past, because I think they are very interesting. And I think it's kind of going to make people just fall in love with them more and kind of get more emotionally attached to them. But I think that's it, and they continue their quest for, you know, revenge and the protection of you know, the galaxy.
Oh, if I could have anything, maybe like flashbacks into Nebula and Gamora's upbringing, to see what that was like. Being daughters of Thanos can't be normal.
I know with a lot of these kind of Marvel productions, people are locked in for a certain number of films and their contracts. Do you have like a thing saying they want you for a certain number of films?
I do, but I don't want to tell you about that because that might be a spoiler. I can't tell you that.